Signal there. Shut up. All right, not sure why we lost signal there, but we're back up now. All right, sorry for the trouble here. Yeah, Lauren, I know we're cutting out there. My apologies real quick. But there's a lot of moving parts here this afternoon. Let's pull that out. Sure why that's doing that, but all right. One second. We'll do that, and hopefully that'll help us some with our memory. Not sure what to make of that. All right. I think we're back up and going here. Looks like we've had a, let's see, flash flood warning just issued here, it looks like. Let's see where we are with that. All right, one second.
Flash flood warning.
Weather Service with a flash flood warning for northwestern Shelby County, southwestern Panola, and central Rusk County. That's going to go until 5 o'clock. 3 to 4 inches of rain already fallen over that area, and that is a lot of rain. And I think there'll be more of that before we're all said and done. So you can see the flash flood warning. Let's see here. Get back over here on the map. And back up there. There we are. All right. So flash flood warning for Shelby County, northern Shelby County, as well as central Rusk County. So that will be one. And then we have an additional flash flood warning, which was just issued for extreme southern Smith County. That'll include you guys in the Bullard area. And then further to the south, southwest into Nacogdoches County. All right. So really the water just, is going to become more and more of a problem as we go through the afternoon with this heavy rain coming up. All right. So further upstream, looks like a new tornado.
Tornado warning.
All right, so this will be a new tornado warning. This is going to include Gregg County, southwestern Upshur, north central Rusk, southwestern Harrison, and northeastern Smith County until 2:45. The NOAA Weather Radio will be sending this out. They're doing that as we speak. So that's a new tornado warning for Gregg County, southwestern Upshur, north central Rusk, southwestern Harrison, and northeastern Smith County till 2:45. Thunderstorm capable of a tornado located 10 miles west of Tatum or 11 miles east of Kilgore, moving northwest at 50 miles an hour. All right. So we're 10 miles west of Tatum. So that'll be this little guy right here. Okay. Moving northwest at 50 miles an hour. So that'll take it. It'll take it probably just west, barely, of Longview on that track. Let's put a loop on it. We can't see the forward progress, but we can make out from whence it comes. So, I mean, if I'm in Longview, I'm going to go ahead and take those tornado precautions, especially on the south side of Longview. Let's just go ahead and say that, okay? So you guys are in the polygon to begin with. So, and if not a tornado, there'll be some hefty wind in there regardless. 50, I bet, to 40, let's say 40 to 50, 55 mile an hour winds. Not all this is going to be hitting the ground, but you're measuring 67, a lot of wind in the 60s to close to 70 mile an hour where the radar beam is getting to over that part of Gregg County. So, you know, let's be ready for 40 to 60 mile an hour winds, at least in Longview, and the potential for a tornado to be embedded in that thing. Probably going to skate just to the west of Longview, but we still want to be ready with those tornado precautions, especially if you're in Longview or west of there, along I-20 as well, by the way. So do be aware of that. I would imagine you'd hear sirens in the Longview area for this. Again, this is not, if you're just now hopping on, these storms, they are south and east of Longview, but they're moving northwest. So a bit of an unorthodox movement on this stuff today. Thanks. Sirens going off in Longview. The movement on this, the southwest side of town, the wind associated with this circulation will still do some still have enough to do some issues there. So we're looking at this thing right now, just you'll say near Lakeport, but moving northwest. Absolutely, Alicia. Thanks for being here. Glad we're able to help. So it sounds like Kilgore and White Oak folks are going to hit the sirens. If they haven't already done that, you'll hear those shortly, as well as Longview. Sirens in Pine Tree area, Longview. Okay. Thanks, Crystal. Nothing there yet for you guys. Good. Well, let's hope we stay that way. Let's look at this. No. Looking back at this storm that we were talking about earlier back over Keechee, this thing is still rotating mightily, and he's going to click over the county, the county line and the state line, for that matter, into north and eastern parts of Panola County here in the next little bit. So you guys in that area of Panola County need to pay this thing especially high regard as it comes across. Okay. regional airport folks taking shelter, Danielle, at the. It's good to know. Keiichi, sorry about that. Or Kiche. Okay. Michelle, I got to get over there and check it out then. Sounds like a cool spot. Sorry about that. Thanks for keeping me straight. Yeah, that's a definite debris signature there with that storm. Let's turn that off there. So we're at 216. We've got a couple of tornado warnings that we're still working. This one that's clipping northeastern Smith County, most of Gregg County, and as well as a sliver of Harrison County and Rusk County. And then the tornado warning storm that is over near Tatum at the moment. And then this storm, which is over along the kind of almost straddling the Texas-Louisiana line now. I'll tell you what, man, this is working my computer over today. Let's get this back over here. Goodness gracious alive. Okay. Gotta be really gentle with it today. All right, we're just gonna quit that and then restart. Nothing really for you guys, Elysian Fields, at the moment, Casey. But I definitely want you to keep an eye on this storm back southeast of you. Okay? Beth's got sirens going off in Hallsville. Okay. All right, let's see here. All right, new tornado warning coming.
Tornado warning.
This will be a new tornado warning at 2:19 for folks in southwestern Harrison County, northwestern Panola, northeastern Rusk, and northeastern Gregg County until 3 o'clock. Storm capable of a tornado near Tatum or 14 miles southwest of Marshall, moving northwest at 40 miles an hour. Okay. So we've got, again, that's going to be near Tatum or 14 southwest of Marshall. All right. So we're moving northwest at 40 miles an hour on that. So this will include you guys north side of Tatum up towards Easton. And then eventually that'll cross over I-20, but this will get along Interstate 20. Hallsville is in the polygon on that. You guys in Longview Heights. The northeast side of Longview involved in that. So yeah, okay. So this will get a lot of folks' attention there. Again, this is going to be just north of Tatum, north side of Tatum. Yeah, Candace, sirens going off in Hallsville for this new tornado warning that just that was just issued. Storm down near Tatum, moving northwest at about 40 miles an hour. So this will be for this area down south of you guys. Not surprised that they are going to hit the sirens on that with the fast as these things are moving. I don't think we really can rule that out yet. We've still got the moment. Most of the activity has kind of been up across your area, hour or so back, and continues to move over towards, kind of centered up over Longview and Hallsville area at the moment. All right, so yeah, let's hit this real fast.
Tornado warning.
All right, Weather Service issuing a tornado warning at 2:21 for this storm over right there along the Texas-Louisiana border. This will include Panola County, but just a sliver of it along 79. But you guys, Wascom area and that extreme southeastern part of Harrison County, you guys need to pay this especially good attention on this. Okay, this thing has had a debris signature with it for a while. It was, I think it's been, was that confirmed? Yeah, confirmed large tornado, 7 miles southwest of Greenwood or 15 southwest of Shreveport, going north at 35. So, Weather Service is hitting a lot of the switches that they do when you've got a more significant situation in play, the particularly dangerous situation. So we need to use those tornado precautions now. Extreme northeastern Panola County. Southeastern Harrison County, you guys, Wascom, I-20, Strickland Springs, there's a community of Panola, there's Bethany. It's going to be right over or right south of you guys if it's not over the top of you at the moment. There's Highway 9. But if you've got travel plans or you got anybody that's going to be crossing I-20 between Wascom and Marshall in the next little bit, they need to be in a safe spot. Okay, need to be either turn around, go east, or go west, but go one of those ways and don't be caught in this corridor right here. This is not where we want to be at. All right, so we try to give you as much lead time as we can on that, but I don't want to undersell this. This is the same storm that we were looking at a half hour ago. And remember I showed you, I said, that's a debris signature right there. So this is that same feature. So a lot of boxes, a lot of lines, a lot of things going on in there. This is going to be, I think, the old tornado warning polygon. That'll clip off here probably in a couple of minutes. But there's Greenwood, Louisiana right there. Let's try to fire this back up. See if we can do that. All right. This does kind of help to illustrate. Notice the number of red polygons over East Texas. See what I mean? About this guy here, east of Easton right now. Man, that's a lot of rotation there. North of Tatum. You don't even need to look at the velocity to know that that thing's spinning like a top. So that horses, or you got something picked up there. So here's 2625. So again, we're 2625. Sorry for the intermittent loss of the stream here. I'm not sure what's going on, but it keeps clipping out on me. We're at 229 right now. Okay, tornado warning. This is a considerable situation there. Here's the community of Easton. So we're in southern. Right there. We're running along the Panola and Harrison County line right here. This thing is rotating mightily. And is moving northwest rather. So you guys in Hallsville, between the county line and Interstate 20, need to be in just east of you guys in Easton. All right. So here's Highway 80. There's I-20. There's 968. This thing is down along 2625. Let's just say, just for some kind of marker. All right, I'm going to try to shut down anything that I can to hopefully give us a little bit less in the way of interruptions. My apologies for that. So we got the storm northeastern Panola County. That's coming north, going to impact you guys there. Extreme southern, southeastern Harrison County. Folks, Wascom area along and south of I-20 need to be in that safe spot now. All right. Further firm tornado. This is observed. All right. We're not just shooting at it with the radar thinking, well, there might be something there. There might not be something there. There's something there. Okay. So that is going to be south of Hallsville. You guys at Hallsville, I think you need to be in that safe spot. You surely need to be in your safe spot if you're along and south of I-20. But again, these things moving quick like they are. It's not going to take it long to get up to the Interstate 20 corridor and then eventually to Highway 80 as well. That's going to take it just to the east of Longview if it holds itself together. All right. It's got a lot of circulation. There's a lot going on here with this thing. You guys in Longview, y'all are within the you're within the polygon on this tornado warn storm that is going to probably pass, if not over Hallsville, just west of Hallsville. Okay, so you are officially in that polygon, although it may pass just to the east of town, but it won't be by much, and it very well could clip the east loop there. Dealing with. All right, Tyler. No warnings out for the city of Tyler proper. We do have the flash flood warning, which is active for extreme southern Smith County in that area. Okay. Here's a look at the storm over Harrison County. All right. Still a good circulation there with that. Still shows to be rotating well. Almost completely out of the county. Probably has based on the forward speed. This thing will pass just west of Wascom, though, and it will run over the Interstate 20 corridor, west side of Wascom, or west of Wascom. You bet, Aaron. So further to the south, got another pretty impressive looking band down west east of Jasper right now, running up through Sabine County. All right. So Weather Service in Lake Charles, looks like they had a warning out for that Jasper, Newton County area once again. Nothing, Shreveport has not picked up anything yet into Sabine County or St. Augustine County, but that stuff's heading in that direction, so we'll see what it does. Getting a little quieter down into Houston County, Trinity County. So it looks like Weather Service has canceled the tornado warning for northwestern Panola and northeastern Rusk counties. So that's good. Northwestern Panola, northeastern Rusk. So that's good. We're clearing some real estate out. Still watching this guy there near Hallsville, west of Hallsville. So we're at almost 240. 3 polygons in play for East Texas. 2 with, looks like, confirmed tornadoes, at least they were earlier. This guy southwest of Wascom is one of those. Getting close to I-20. Weather Service still has a tornado debris signature on this storm south of Hallsville. So we've got confirmation there that it is doing some damage. The tornado debris signature indicating that the radar is seeing some debris being lofted into the air. And so indicating that it is actually making contact with the ground and pulling something up in the air that's not right along the I-20 corridor right now, if not just north of I-20. That circulation, probably better said, is between 20 and 80 right now. So let's review this tornado precaution and tornado safety checklist. Centermost part of the building or the structure that you're in, lowest floor of that building. We don't want to be upstairs. Better to be downstairs than upstairs. All right. Small interior rooms are good. Closets are great. Usually a bit more fortified in that little space. Bathtubs and a heavy blanket, always a good move. Avoid windows. It's the weakest part of any structure that you're going to be in. Okay. Avoid large open rooms like gymnasiums and any type of an auditorium. Anything with a really long span is not going to be where you want to hang out at under that. It's a lot of load that can be exerted on that larger space there. Don't seek shelter under an overpass. Bridges, not a good place to be. Some people think they are, but they are not. Vehicles are not a good option either. Only thing you need to be doing with a vehicle is driving away from any damage. Mobile homes, not a good place to be at all. And shoes and helmets. Shoes are a non-negotiable. Helmets, if you got them, a nice thing to add into the mix on that if you can. Okay, so let's get back onto the radar. Weather Service seeing what they believe to be a tornado debris signature, or they did see one earlier. That's associated with this storm between Hallsville and Longview right now, moving northeast, and doesn't look quite like it did here a couple of scans ago, but still definitely want to give this thing the respect that it deserves. Longview, this thing, if it will pass, if it doesn't pass over the city, it will just skirt and impact the eastern part of Longview. All right, again, it's moving northwest as opposed to maybe southeast or south or northeast. It's not moving in a normal traditional fashion because of the rotation around that center of barrel circulation. Okay, so hopefully that helps to give you some kind of a good reminder on that. So we have off to the west, or off further to the east, rather. This one doesn't look quite As organized as it did earlier. Get a little burst of wind here in town. Northwest of Wascom at this point, if there is something still there. That's all right. So things continue. So we're left now continuing with two between Hallsville and Longview, and then the one north and west of Wascom now. Both storms moving northwesterly. This storm over or west of Hallsville moving a bit more west-northwest. The storm northwest of Wascom moving a little bit more north-northwest, I guess, if you want to argue that. But still, two that we want to pay quite a bit of attention to. The remainder of the area free of severe warnings per se. We have flash flood warnings for a number of counties that are still in play, and that'll be the case for quite a while. But the tornadic stuff limited now to these two boxes. Okay, tornado threat looks like it's over with for you guys in northeastern Panola County. This threat is now back up along I-20 and moving further northwest. This will stay just to the east of Marshall, and then you've got this one that is too close for comfort when it comes to Longview at the moment. Doesn't look quite as organized as it did earlier. But still, definitely you can make out some rotation there. There's green pixels there. East, just on the eastern outskirts of Longview. And again, my apologies for losing our stream quality today. I'm not sure what to make of that, but we're working with what we got here. So we're at 248 right now. Continuing with these two warnings that we'll hang with here until such time as we lose the warnings. I have had some folks asking about the northwestern and the northern parts of the area. Just light to moderate rainfall across areas, up closer to Gilmer, and then points further up as you approach I-30. The most pressing stuff is right now along I-20 in a band that has been notorious for producing problems earlier on in the afternoon across the deep East Texas counties, and that continues to roll to the north and produce more problems up now along the I-20 corridor. South of this, where the rain has been heavier for longer, we've got a number of counties under flash flood warnings. Southern Smith County, down through Jacksonville, onto Rusk, to the city of Nacogdoches, over to Garrison, and then additional, pretty widespread flash flood warnings covering a good chunk of St. Augustine County and western Sabine County. some really heavy rainfall over Sabine County right now. Nothing as far as warnings are concerned, tornado this time, but that does not include any of our counties as far southeast as Sabine County for the moment. All right. So our center of circulation is going to be down somewhere just north of Huntsville, it looks like. A couple of these bright red tornado boxes there, Bossier City, east side of Shreveport right now. You see how it all kind of rides along that same kind of that similar positioning around the storm, kind of in that same latitude. Interesting how that works. These showers, this area where we didn't have much rain over Panola County, that's starting to fill in. All right, stand by for new tornado warning here.
Tornado warning.
Okay, new tornado warning. This will be for the same storm. West central Harrison County, northeastern Upshur County now, southeastern Camp, and north central Gregg County until 3:45. Storm capable of a tornado near Longview, moving northwest at 40 miles an hour. So this will be a radar indication on this, and this is going to be for that same circulation that we were talking about. And they have just brought it. We're just going to extrapolate that out, take it to the northwest at about 40 miles an hour. So this will run until 3:45. So we're at 2:55 right now, coming up on 2:55. Yeah. Okay. So that'll be for this thing down here on the north side of Longview, continuing to scoot northwest, and we'll put you guys between Ore City and Gilmer under the circulation here in the next little bit. Got some additional heavy rainfall down there near Mount Enterprise, over to near Garrison. Anything with in these heightened areas of reflectivity on a day like, and then north side of Wells. Okay, yeah. All right, stand by, new tornado warning.
Tornado warning.
All right, so this will be for central. Now, hold on a second. They're kicking these out in multiples. Let me go back to. Yeah, let's do this one here. All right, let's just do it this way then. So this will be tornado warning, radar indicated. That'll run until, I guess that's going to be 3:45 for northeast. Let's see, southwestern Panola, central Rusk, north central Nacogdoches County. Yeah, 3:45. Thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado 7 miles southeast of Mendon or 18 southeast of Henderson, moving northeast or northwest at 50. Henderson, northwest at 50. All right. So let's look at that. It's going to probably be this area right here. All right. So the additional warning that was just issued was done so for that storm that we were talking about that had some pretty impressive looking rotation on it back. It was closer to Wascom. Still a radar indicated storm. Weather Service is going to issue a tornado warning there for that one. That will run. That's actually observed still. Okay. So they issued that here about 2 minutes ago. North, let's see here, central Marion County, south central Cass County, northeastern Harrison County until 3:45. Storm producing a tornado near, so northeast of Marshall. You need to be thing will be crossing 43 here shortly. Moving northwest. Yeah. See how that hook corresponds to this over here on the radar on the velocity side. Yeah. Okay, good. They cleared that other polygon out at 3 o'clock, so that takes some of the confusion out of it. So here's our circulation area right here. Okay, south of 43, approaching 43 quickly, going northwest at about 40 to 45 miles an hour. So on that path, that's going to take you to the northeast of Marshall. So not so much of a concern for you guys in Marshall, but if you're between Marshall and Scott, or if you're between Marshall and Uncertain, this will pass right over you. Here's location of right here as it's moving northwest. All right. So you guys in Jefferson, let's get to that tornado safe spot now. All right, this thing looks impressive to me. So there's that one east of Marshall, and then this one west of Marshall. You guys in Longview, I would say you have seen this pass off to the north. You at least already done so. Keep an eye on this thing here too. Crossing Highway 43 right now. Northeast of Marshall. That's a tornado. Sure looks like it. Yeah. So there's 43. Whatever we've got is right there north of Scottsville, kind of northeast of Scottsville, northeast of Marshall, along and north of 43 now. This is moving towards the northwest. All right. So that's taking it your direction, Jefferson. Okay. This is coming up out of the southeast. Not a normal movement on stuff across our part of the country, but today with that circulation from Beryl, this is the way things are going to be trekking for a while. I'm going to pay especially close attention to that for you guys in Jefferson, Marion County, North Central Harrison County. Okay. And then back on the other storm. The western storm, we'll call it. Moving north of Longview now. Doesn't look as organized as it did here earlier, so that's great. Getting up closer to 154. Enrique, I'd say, man, you guys in Gilmer, y'all are in the polygon. I think the brunt of this is probably going to be potentially just to the east of Gilmer, between Gilmer and Ore City. Depending on what is there, it doesn't look as organized as it did a few minutes ago, which is the great trend to see. But Gilmer is officially still in the polygon. So we're at 306 now. Light to moderate rainfall, Tyler area. Back up to Winona, on over to East Mountain, Gladewater, Longview, light to moderate rainfall in your area now, more light than anything else in Longview proper. Additional showers, we've got the tornado warning, which continues for you guys with radar indicated tornado. Let's take a look at that. So let's look at that here. Doesn't look as impressive as it did earlier. Nothing's really sticking out in there. So that's good. Good to be able to say that at least. All right, let's hit this flash flood warning real quick.
Flash flood warning.
Okay, flash flood warning for, let's see here, Sabine County, eastern St. Augustine, and central Shelby counties. And that will go until 6 o'clock. Weather Service estimating between 3 and 4 inches of rain has come down. Flash flooding ongoing or expected in this area. Not surprised to hear that at all. So that'll cover a good chunk of Deep East Texas. So we got a new flash flood warning till 6 o'clock for Sabine County, eastern St. Augustine, and central Shelby County. And as these bands continue to roll northward, that's just going to train more water right over that same batch of real estate. All right, let's look at this. All right, so this one just a couple of minutes ago. There's a new one.
Tornado warning.
Tornado warning for central Shelby County, northeastern St. Augustine, and northwestern Sabine counties until 4 o'clock at 3:07, which was about 3 minutes ago. Thunderstorm capable of a tornado located near Patroon or 14 miles southeast of center, moving northwest at 35. So that will be, again, so that's 14 southeast of center. So that is going to be, that's going to be this guy right here. And it'll be this right here, I bet you. So that gets you your latest tornado warning. So that's running up northwest. Gets you into places eventually, probably just west of Shelbyville. So there's 87, there's 147. So this will cross 147. This is on the east side of Highway 96. All right, it's east of 96. West, just west of Shelbyville. So that'll take it up, take it up right close to center. So you guys in center, south side of center, southwest side of center, or southeast side of center need to be in your safe spot. At this point, with this thing rolling up northwest. So that's tornado warning Sabine, St. Augustine, and Shelby counties until 4 o'clock. Weather Service also laying out a new flash flood warning.
Flash flood warning.
That'll be for Gregg County, southwestern Harrison County, northwestern Panola, northern Rusk, east central Smith County, and southeastern Upshur County till 6:15. Storms still producing heavy rainfall in areas. Between 3 and 4 inches of rain has already fallen, per the Weather Service. And they're concerned about flash flooding, if not already in progress, beginning shortly. A lot of real estate under the flash flood warnings, which we figured we would be dealing with. The tornado warning, tornado situation, we are not surprised by that either. Looks like Weather Service is canceling tornado warning for Nacogdoches, Panola, and Rusk counties, which is great. Storm has weakened, so that is good. So we're back to our 3 warnings here. St. Augustine County, extreme northern Sabine County, and Shelby County. The bulk of this is really now into southern, if they're keying on what I think they're keying on. Yeah, that's what they were keying on. I'm assuming it is. So that's out of St. Augustine and Shelby and Sabine counties now. That's plainly into Shelby County. So it'll be south of Shelbyville, southeast of Center. Weather Service also issuing an additional flash flood warning. They're going to blanket a lot of counties with this. They're going to include, let's see here, they're going to include quite a few folks, actually.
Flash flood warning.
So we'll have north central Shelby County in there, Harrison County, southeastern Marion County, and Panola County until 6:15. For this latest flash flood warning. Again, that's Panola County, southeastern Marion, Harrison, north central Shelby County, and they'll stretch it on up into northwestern Red River Parish, actually, in Louisiana. So a number of counties in that. Some of those same bands that help to drop all that rainfall. Continue this. I think the most impressive tornado potential is going to be now out just east of Gilmer, I would expect, based on how these things have been acting. Kind of southeast of Gilmer. Let's look at this again on the velocity product, see if we can see anything that sticks out. If there is something, it's going to probably be right here along 154, about to cross, probably crossing 154 as we speak, heading kind of northwest, if there's something there. That's where it'll be. So looking back on this tornado warned storm north of Marshall. Back in here on that. Wind's picking up a good little bit here in Tyler now, I'll tell you that. So here is that circulation southeast of Jefferson. This thing is definitely rotating. Now, whether or not it's producing anything at the ground, okay, it was at least earlier observed. So the tornado threat will continue east of 59. This is crossing the Harrison and Marion County line as we speak, if it hasn't already done that. Again, these radar images are a couple of minutes delayed from Shreveport, but you can plainly make out a couplet there southeast of Jefferson, moving northwest at about 45 to 50 miles an hour. So it'll be in that safe spot. You guys in Jefferson, especially east side, the east of Jefferson, let's say that. We have, at least earlier, did have a confirmed tornado out of this storm. Whether it's still producing or not, I don't see any update on that, but it definitely looks like it's capable of doing something after having verifiably done something earlier. New scan there, getting it over into Marion County. Or right along the county line, we'll say that. Whether that be flash flood warnings or tornado warnings, so this stuff is generally kind of playing out as expected. Well, the rainfall totals have not been as impressive to the west quite yet. But there's still an awful lot of rain coming down. Looks like about an inch here. Let's take a look again at this storm near center. So if we've got something, it's going to be in the Shelbyville area, just southeast of center. Okay. Make sure we're showing that on the screen. Okay, yeah. So if we have something, that's the something right there. So this is still way east of 96, out toward Shelbyville. So that puts this. So St. Augustine County, Sabine counties, you guys were originally in the warning, but the danger has passed well north of you guys now. So we're glad to be able to say that. Stand by one, guys. All right, so 3:30 now. Weather Service is going to continue with their tornado warning. Let's see, our correction, they're going to issue tornado warning for west central Panola, northern Rusk, and southwestern Gregg County. That's going to run until 4:15. Storm capable of a tornado near Beckville or 11 miles west of Carthage, moving northwest at 50 miles an hour. All right, so let's look back on that then real quick. All right, so here is the latest one. So this will be out west of Carthage. All right, so here is that. Here's that storm. It's going to be just southwest of Beckville, I would say. That's what it looks like on the radar at this point. Yeah, I think we may have looked at some of this stuff earlier. Any of these little spots where you've got any kind of wind movement, it seems like this stuff is just going to want to spin up pretty quick. So we're north of 79, just north of 79. So we're southwest of Beckville, southwest of Tatum, probably more west of Beckville and southwest of Tatum to say it properly, east of Henderson. So Henderson, you guys are not in the polygon, but this will continue moving toward the northwest. And Kilgore is going to be, up the street from this, if it can maintain itself for that long. Longview, you guys are not inside this polygon. Heavy rain there near Cushing, north of Nacogdoches, between Nac and Cushing. Just heavy rain there, with some of that a little hotter section there. And then whatever we've got over Shelby County, it's probably going to be probably if there's something there, it's going to be southeast of Tenaha, based on how these things have been acting. Yeah. What do we got here? Well, all right. Let's call that one.
Tornado warning.
All right, weather service with the new tornado warning for central Panola County and north central Shelby County. At 4:15, weather service looking at a storm capable of a tornado near Tenaha or 8 miles north of center, moving north at 45. So that's what we were looking at here just a while ago. This is a little area, a little bit of rotation on it. It just kind of has a little bit of a bend to it, and when you've seen as many of those today, you kind of start to feel like you know where they're going with it. So that's going to be just south of 84 in this area down here. All right. So we're south, just southeast of Tenaha, 8 miles north of center, moving north at 45. So this is a radar confirmed tornado. So they're saying Tenaha near 340, Carthage around 355. So yeah, this is the one that's moving north. Yes. Southeast. All right. And they are going to southeast. Okay. So, and just like that, we've got an additional tornado warning.
Tornado warning.
And this is going to be eastern Shelby County only until 4:15. Storm producing a tornado east of Patroon or about 20 miles southeast of center. So we'll extrapolate out about 20 miles. That's probably this little pocket in here. So they're going to include Shelby County in there, southeastern Shelby County. It's moving north at 40 miles an hour. Wind's picking up a good little bit here in town again. Nothing substantial, but it's more than we have had. So this will be running northwest at about 40 to 45 miles an hour. So this is kind of in this band here of really heavy rain that we were talking about earlier. Anything that looks hotter on the radar is probably going to be capable of doing something along those lines in this type of a climate, especially this time of day too. I mean, it's almost 4 o'clock. You got a lot of heating going on. It is July. So there's a ton, this stuff's moisture influx, the proximity to the center of this circulation. So, you know, it's not hard to believe. But when you look at all these tornado warnings, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if you want to call it that. That went over 6 in Texas, affecting Texas. That one over in Benton's not necessarily in our area, but these others are pretty darn close. So it looks like the back end of the rain is through Lufkin. There's not much else behind that at all. So take that for what it's worth. We may be done with this sooner than we thought. But notice this band here, all the way down towards Beaumont. Tornado warnings all along that band. So we'll continue to watch this through. This is kind of one of those deals where we just, I don't feel good stepping away from it for now. There's not a whole ton that you can continue to kind of rehash with this, but it's, you've got new warnings coming up as these things roll across. So we'll continue to hang here with you and do that. Again, my apologies for the issues we've had with the stream earlier today with how that's been going. It's been frustrating, but seems like it may have stabilized somewhat. So we'll hope it has. So at 342, coming up on 343, tornado warnings, again, eastern counties, which is where we had expected to see that come. And then that looks like a new warning for that same storm that came through Jefferson earlier. Weather Service is going to go ahead with a new tornado warning that will cover Cass, Marion, and Morris counties. Storm capable producing a tornado 20 miles north of Marshall, moving northwest at 25. So that'll be this guy right here. So it'll be northwest of Jefferson now, moving off to the northwest. So this will cross over you guys in Avenger, between Avenger and Linden. This will pass a good way southwest of Linden. Put you guys Avenger over toward Lone Star, Hugh Springs. I want to keep that in mind. Thanks for that, Michael. Appreciate it. Sounds like some definite damage there, Panola County. From DeBerry over to Bethany. Okay. That is not hard to believe. Hate that. Yeah, Jess asking about the warning there for Pittsburgh, Winsboro area. This won't necessarily be Pittsburgh per se, Winsboro. This will be the extreme eastern piece of Camp County, I believe, is the one that you're asking about. And I'm not even sure that Camp County is in it. Yeah, it's going to be extreme southern Morris County. And it's for that same storm that was passed near Jefferson earlier, continues moving northwest at about 40 to 45 miles an hour. But that would not include Camp County. At least it doesn't appear to include Camp County at the moment, from what I can see, or Winsboro for that matter. Hopefully that helps them. Got some of these heavier bands, really this heavier stuff running in out of northern Nacogdoches County from Garrison back over to just south of Mount Enterprise, just to try to give you some landmarks there over to Cushing. Some of this stuff in here, any of these red pixels, are going to be some extremely heavy rainfall. And like I said earlier, I'm suspect of anything that's producing those really heavy downpours like that. There's just so much spin in the atmosphere. It makes it hard not to really just try to key in on those things and anything that looks to be remotely rotating. And so it's just kind of one of those. And it's just one of those situations where you just almost everything you see, you're suspect of. This thing south of Carthage. Keeping an eye, I think the Panola County area and Carthage proper inside this tornado warning right now. This will be north of Tenaha along 80 or along 59, I should say. South side of Carthage. If there is something, I think it'll be in this area right here. Okay. You bet, Jess. There's a lot of wind down in here, man. A lot of wind in this thing right there along the Texas-Louisiana border. Let's get back on this Marion County. Cass County storm real fast. So you got something rotating there east of Avenger. This will be west of 59. Approaching Avenger on the southeast, east-southeast side. And then potentially something else west of Linden. So that's interesting. All right, so the Weather Service is including Cass County now in a tornado warning. Let's spin that up real quick.
Tornado warning.
So this will be until 4:30. This is for that same storm down near Plain Dealing right now. That obviously looks to be rotating. Weather Service, the northwest at about 30 miles an hour. So that will continue to skate northwest. You guys toward Domino and east of Atlanta. That's where this thing will eventually come out, assuming it can maintain itself for the time being. So it's not moving terribly fast, northwest rather, at 30 miles an hour. So compared to I think we saw one earlier that was moving at forward speed of 85 miles an hour. So not moving nearly as fast as some of those earlier in the day, but still looks to present really well on the radar. Just from the reflectivity standpoint. Oh, yeah, look at that. Yeah. So that, that's got a lot of teeth to it. So continues moving northwest. Will come out there just west or just east of Queen City. All right, east of Atlanta. That's the only, and neither Queen City or Atlanta are in the box per se. But just to give you a little idea there. Weather Service is going to continue with the tornado warning for northeastern Shelby County. So let's get back down south and look at that. So that storm located 8 miles west of Converse or 18 southwest of Mansfield. That's 18. Okay. That's going to be this guy here. Yep, that's that thing over near Huxley. Right down there. Now, Jess, I don't see anything Hopkins County wise for you all. I think you're going to be too far out from the circulation to really do too much in your area. This will be an East Texas kind of thing, eastern half of East Texas, not so much as far west as y'all. So, at least from what I can tell, it won't be much of a concern for you guys. You'll get some rain out of it, but and maybe a little bit of wind here and there, but nothing like what they're getting further toward the border. So hopefully that helps you some. Weather Service updating the tornado watch. They're going to continue that until 10 o'clock this evening officially. Although if this thing continues on the clip that it is, we may be done here before 10 o'clock for some of these counties, I think, at least, if not more. You bet, Jess. So we're at 4 o'clock now. Multiple counties under tornado warning. We've had some confirmed tornadoes of late. We've had some that were already, practically all of Angelina County clear of it now. Continues moving northward. Let's just look at a big loop, and you can see that. See how this thing is rotating. Everything's spiraling around that center. Liza asking about Kilgore. I think the Kilgore area will continue to be under the gun for another couple of hours until this back end gets through you guys. Okay. But it's making good northward progress. I'll give it that. So Nacogdoches clearing out as far as the most intense of the rain is concerned. Weather Service in the process of canceling tornado warning for Shelby County. Storm has moved out of the warned area, so they're going to cancel that piece. So that's good. They are going to continue the warning for Panola County till 4:15. Thunderstorm capable of a tornado near Carthage, moving northwest at 40. So that's going to be this guy right here. Not as impressive on the radar as some have been this afternoon. Pretty good wind here in town, in Tyler. I'd say anywhere northeast, 15 to 20, 25. Pretty consistent now for the last 30 minutes or so. Two or five. It's good to see that band making a little bit more eastward progress now over into Louisiana and away from our area of concern. Back into the rain now through St. Augustine, through Hemp Hill, through Nacogdoches, through Wells. You guys have had a heck of a day down there in Deep East, Texas. So moderate band there. The last of the more impressive banding per se from just east of Rusk over towards Recklaw, arcing back over to Mount Enterprise, over to Timpson, back southeast to just north side of Center. And then you've got that additional really strong band over Louisiana. But this is the back end of this continues to march northward. So you guys in Center, give it a few minutes, and we'll have that rain out of your neck of the woods. Appleby, you're out of it now. Most part. Alto shortly. All right, at 4:10, Weather Service is going to cancel their tornado warning for Panola County. So that's good. At least one of them in Panola County. And they are going to continue the warning until 4:15, which is less than 5 minutes now for northwestern Rusk and southwestern Gregg counties. 4:09, storm capable of a tornado, 8 miles southeast of Kilgore, moving northeast at 40. So we'll look at that one. 8 southeast of Kilgore. So they are going to then extend that further downstream, and that's going to bring a lot of people in. There it comes. Stand by. We'll do one more on that.
Tornado warning.
All right, tornado warning, a new one now for northeastern Smith, northwestern Rusk County. We'll also have southeastern Wood, southwestern Upshur, and southwestern Gregg County until 5 o'clock. Storm capable of a tornado near Kilgore, moving northwest at 50 miles an hour. So that's going to be for these. So that'll take into account I-20. That'll move in northwest at 50. That'll cross near Liberty City. It will include the city of Winona as well as Hawkins. This does not include Tyler or Chapel Hill, but it does clip that northeastern part of Smith County and extreme southeastern Wood County as well. This will be southeast of Holly Lake Ranch. Okay, so you guys in Holly Lake, this does not include you guys, but it does include Hawkins and that southeastern piece of Wood County, as well as extreme south and western part of Upshur County. So again, storm near Kilgore, moving northwest at 50, capable of a tornado. Nothing confirmed on that at the moment, but it is something that they're going to go ahead and warn on. The previous warning there near Kilgore, that'll drop off here in about a minute and a half as it expires at 4:15. So that'll leave us with one box, and it'll be a little bit less confusing once the system processes that. That'll take some of the confusion out of it here for a second. So again, if you just hop it on to 4:14, new tornado warning for for southwestern Gregg County, northeastern Smith, southeastern, extreme southeastern Wood, and extreme southwestern Upshur County. And that'll roll here until we get to it'll be the 5 o'clock hour. Okay, this is radar indicated, not confirmed from visual sighting. At least it allows us to obviously give people a heads up, and if there is something there, we want people to be wise to it. So rain-wise, the back end of the rain continues moving northward. There goes that polygon. So that'll help to make it a little bit less confusing, hopefully. The storm that they're warning on is right down here near Kilgore. Again, this does not include Tyler. Absolutely, Jerry. Thanks for being here. So let's kind of reset the table here real fast and look at what we still have ongoing. So we've got the southeastern counties clear now of tornado warnings. Shelby County, you guys clear. Sabine, St. Augustine. We are left with 3 boxes that affect our East Texas counties. This latest one is the one near Kilgore. That's moving northwest. The back end of this warning now in play for folks in the Hugh Springs area. And then just like that, Weather Service now extending that tornado warning further to the north. That's going to include what looks like to be Morris County as well as Titus County. So let's talk about that here for a second. This is a new batch of folks who have yet to see much out of this today.
Tornado warning.
So at 4:16, new tornado warning: southwestern Cass County, southwestern Bowie County, Morris County, and southeastern Titus County. That'll go till 5 o'clock. Storm capable of a tornado near Hugh Springs, or 22 miles east of Pittsburgh. That's moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. So they're calling this a confirmed radar tornado. So this is going to be for the same storm that produced the warning back south over Marion County earlier on. Okay, so we've got this thing right now near Hugh Springs. It includes Dangerfield. So let's look at that. I mean, not the most unbelievable of returns based off of some of the stuff we've seen today, but still doesn't take much, as wet as this ground is becoming, to put some trees down and do some significant damage. So that's again this new warning for Cass, Morris, Titus counties. Weather Service is saying radar confirmed, so they've got they must have a debris signature on that. So they're looking at some of their products and okay. All right, so you guys in Hugh Springs need to be in that safe spot here, okay? As well as your neighbors up the highway into danger. If you haven't had a whole lot of activity so far today, especially that Morris County area, as well as Titus County. This does not include Mount Pleasant. Does not include Pittsburgh and Camp County. Just skates the county line there, the Camp and Titus County line. So just so you know that, but it does have Naples and Omaha in there. So this will be for radar confirmed tornado. They're looking at indications through the radar products that some debris has been spotted, and it helps a lot in the warning process, especially when you're short on folks who can be out and spot and isolate these kind of things visually. So glad to have that there. So that gets the tornado threat further to the north now. As we go back south, the tornado warning continues for southwestern Gregg County, extreme northwestern Rusk County, northeast Smith, extreme southeastern what would be Wood County, and southwestern Upshur County. So this does not include the city of Longview. This Gregg County warning does not include Longview. You guys have had your own share of it earlier today. As far as concerning things, so y'all are not in that. Toward Liberty City at this point. All right. So we're at 421 right now. Warning for you guys with this particular storm that goes until 5 o'clock. Radar indicated. Best indication of where it's at. It's going to be there at Kilgore, maybe just west of Kilgore at this point. So heads up Liberty City, I-20. You guys, Winona, you're a little bit further downstream from this. Folks, Big Sandy, Hawkins. So as Beryl continues to come northward, lighter rainfall, somewhat lighter into Tyler. Still coming down decently. Close to 2 inches in the city, if not a bit ahead of that. Again, a lot of flash flood warnings still in place. All of these green polygons down here through St. Augustine and Shelby County and Sabine County, all that related to flash flooding from earlier rain. The back end of the rain continues to pull northward, and that will help to allow this stuff to go through its final process and not be as much of a concern going forward. So we got the back end of the rain now north of center. All right, let's get back up on this storm. Oops. Oh, come on back. Yeah. All right, so let's get back on this one, this Cass County thing real fast. Looks like Weather Service is going to extend that further to the northwest. So that'll include northeastern Cass County, southeastern Bowie, and southwestern Miller County in Arkansas. But that's an impressive looking signature right there. See that south of Falk there? So that's just going to clip you guys in Domino in northeastern Cass County. This will be well north of Atlanta, northeast of Atlanta. But Domino will potentially be on the far western edge of that, although it's probably going to pass west or east of Domino. But still, they're going to clip the county in that. So Cass County, you are in the polygon technically, but man, that's impressive. So again, that's continuing to move north-northwest. Right there along 134. Or along 49, I should say. Where 134 crosses it. So you guys up that part of the area, Cass County, northeastern, extreme northeast Cass County. Be mindful this will pass probably just off to your east. Man, it's got some teeth to it, for sure. So our warning for Smith County involving the northeastern part of the county. As far as anything that shows up looking particularly concerning, there's a lot of wind there near Liberty City at the moment. So that's right there along the Smith-Gregg County line. That will continue scooting to the northwest. The warning itself for Smith County goes until, I believe it's 5 o'clock. Yeah, 31 minutes. Yeah, that'll be 5 o'clock. So radar indicated. All right. So you guys in Winona rather, and Hawkins eventually. There'll be a lot of wind in this thing. If there's nothing tornadic, there's at least a healthy amount of wind, probably 50 to 60, maybe 70 mile an hour winds in there. If there's not something tornadic. The back end of the heavier rainfall is just west of the city of Tyler right now. And that will continue moving to the north as barrel circulation continues doing the same. All right, let's put a loop in on this and show you where things are at. You can see things still oriented and rotating around that central axis, rotating counterclockwise like they do. But the back end of that rain definitely coming in. And there will probably be a pretty decent pickup in the wind as we get this back end across us near that center of circulation. But if it helps to give you some peace of mind that the back end of this is approaching, then so be it. Temps down to 68 here at the house, though. Not bad for July at 4:30 after the 4th. It's hard to beat that. So, something to consider at least. We made it to 75 today for a high here. $4.30 now. So we'll continue to watch this area up southern Morris County for one. Rainfall in the Chandler area. You guys in Henderson County letting up here. Got a little bit more back off to your west. But nothing too impressive. I understand the sirens are going off up in Texarkana because of that Warren storm that we were talking about earlier. Number of warned storms there from Shreveport back up to Haynesville. You can see the rotation on those. That one up in Arkansas, and then this one, these two here. Heavy rainfall there from Tatum, kind of back up to just near Kilgore on over into eastern Smith County. Kind of a band there of that. Back over to near Henderson. Then a break and then an additional pocket there from Troop. Back to just near, we'll call it Mount Selman rather, along 69. But again, really lightening up. Alrighty. Continuing to watch this lighter rain or heavier rain march north and east. Good to see that. And just looks like Weather Service went. He hasn't looked all that impressive for a while, so that I know the emergency folks do. 2 tornado warnings now. One of them, really one main one, and then the one affecting Cass County, northeastern Cass of the Cass County line. Most likely, we'll see. But this one here over Morris County right now, what we have of that is probably going to be this little thing right here near Dangerfield. Okay. So if there is something, and Weather Service Shreveport is going to continue that tornado warning. Storm capable of a tornado over Rocky Branch or 14 east of Mount Pleasant. Yeah, that thing up, that thing over Falk is still looking impressive. So you guys up towards Texarkana, be ready for that. This will stay well out of the way of it. Heavy rain there all along I-20 east of Tyler. But it is moving to the north. On Enterprise, you guys out from underneath that heavier rain. Cushing, Garrison, Timpson, Tenahaw, clear now of that heavy. continue to just wait a couple more of these out. I don't see anything real definitive out of that. And then this storm, which is up near Fouke, getting up into Bowie County as we speak, or just about to, crossing extreme northeastern Cass County. So it looks like Weather Service went ahead and canceled Weather Service has gone ahead and canceled the Cass, Morris, and Titus County tornado warning. So that will leave us almost free there. So we're clear with the exception of these guys up in extreme. So that's our last hold out there. And let's see where that looks to be at. Yeah, that is going to stay outside of our Cass County area there. So I tell you, at this point, we're going to step aside and take a break here for a while. If additional tornado warnings come out, we'll obviously make every effort to come back in here and be assisting with that. Light to moderate rainfall still in Smith County, but the heavier rainfall continues to scoot to the north, and that will be a trend that we'll see through the evening hours tonight. Heavier rainfall almost pretty much exclusively is exited out of most of the southern, almost they'll say the southern third of the area, if you want to call it that, which is great news. We still have the remnant flash flood warnings going on, and those will continue here for another bit until they are allowed to expire with the lack of any additional rainfall coming in. So as it stands for now, we'll step aside, and thank you guys for being on with us here this afternoon. Turned into a pretty extended little stay, but wanted to try to be sure we have folks squared away as best we can when it comes to the tornado warnings and the inclement weather. Thanks for being a part of this. Of course, feel free to at any time follow us on the other social media sites. There, Twitter, and also on the YouTube and even on Instagram. We'll do some stuff there. If you have damaged photos, anything like that you'd like to share, feel free to email those to me, doc@docdeason.com. Again, doc@docdeason.com. Thanks again for being a part of this. We'll come back and talk later as we need to. For now, though, you guys stay dry from the rain, and we will be plenty dry coming as we get into the day tomorrow and back into the heat later on this week. Thank you again for being a part of it this afternoon, guys. Appreciate it.